Okay, I'm gonna do a quick video. When it rains, it pours, and I'm in the middle of a monsoon. Hurt my back, so I'm just able to move today, honestly, like decent. So, but anyways, these tattoos that Bree, Shayna, whatever. Anyways, if this doesn't prove that Bree just wants that moment of popularity, that fame, I don't know what is. Why would you get a tattoo for F Bree I? Sheena, especially you. I don't get that. Because they celebrated Gypsy's birthday, where there's videos of her and Ken doing karaoke. Um, you know how important Gypsy's birthday is. um, I want to say this, Ken, about the live where you spoke with Justin and you made excuses for that girl for everything. Everything. Literally everything's a lie except the things she said about Ryan. Pretty much. You made an excuse for her. And you're saying that all of this information out here about her is misinformation or straight lies that haters have made. It's misinformation. How is it misinformation when it comes from her own mouth? She says it. We just talk about it. And here's what I'm going to prove to you that, okay, no matter what, this is where it's going to go, Ken. He's too far gone. There is going to be no, um, there will be no, he will never see the other side. Does that make sense? Now, if Dee Dee did have Munchausen by proxy, and I do not believe she did. It was never documented. She was never diagnosed. They never said she had it. They actually said Gypsy was faking, and they even thought maybe that she had Munchausen, which makes a lot more sense. But she did have my the microdeletion 1Q2.11, I think it is, and then microcephaly. And you're going to say that a young child with microcephaly, and you say the microdeletion didn't phase her, so she didn't need anything done as a child with all of her ailments and everything. Mind you, they didn't even know what she had. So you don't think those procedures and the feeding tube, failure to thrive, sleep apnea, et cetera, all those are things that correlate with her illness that didn't phase her. It didn't phase her, but yet she just joined a group on Facebook where she just hijacked the entire. It is a private group for mothers who have children with the microdeletion or microcephaly too, I guess. I think it's more microdeletion 1Q2.11, I think it's called. Um, that are there to help each other and give each other advice and the struggles that they deal with. Why did she join that group? A whole group was taken into her world where she took a picture. It's really her. The whole thread was just about her. I bet she had the best day ever because it was just about her. Why does she need to be in the group? Because the first thing she said was, I have the microdeletion, but thank God my child doesn't. Imagine how those mothers felt. Hey, my child's great, but yours, sorry, but mine's good. No couth, no class. You are not a lady, period. It is always about you, Gypsy. You, do you ever think, oh, I know Ken will defend that too. Oh, she would, why is she in the group? It's for mothers who are dealing with children who have it. She's so unscathed, so unfazed by this. Why does she need to learn anything about it? Oh, well, she wanted to advocate. Well, Bree and Ken, well, she couldn't advocate because we pushed her the day out. Everybody told her she needed to. No. She mentions it like in the emails, just in a month, 50 times. She wants to advocate. She pushed that. She pushed her social medias, counting the numbers and the deals. And she's the one who pushed Facebook and TikTok and whoever her boyfriend or fiance was at the time. They helped get it. Her bestie, Rachel Garlic, also. You didn't just get out and it got pushed upon you overnight, Gypsy. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. No, 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 it didn't. You did this. I was watching Becca Scoop's videos and she did an email today. And I want to go to this email because I have a few and I have other videos I haven't gotten to get those together. So that's why I wanted to do this really quick. Um, where Gypsy is talking to an Italian guy. I'm going to put the emails up that Becca had on her channel. I haven't read every email yet, so I've not had the time, honestly. Um, let me tell you, I'm struggling just to get time in to do a video. I'm sorry, guys. I really am trying to make ends meet and moving and everything. And my back went out Thursday. I couldn't even move this weekend. When it rains, it pours. I'm in the middle of a monsoon. I'm not even joking. I could barely stand up and down. Couldn't even put my shoes on. But the emails that she speaks about with this Italian guy, I want you to look at these emails because it's very important to see what she's trying to say to this guy, that uh she wasn't done wrong by Nick. She talks about him being her first. No, he wasn't. And he was into pretty much the 50 Shades. And she even had her own Facebook page before Nick and everything, where she posted about the BDSM and stuff like that. And uh, she considered that like popular. That type of dating and relationship style was popular. Like it was just a trend, a new fashion, or a style. But she talked about how horrible he was, how he didn't know what he was doing, and it was absolutely horrible schmecks with him. Horrible. But then I'm going to share any other emails. She's talking to somebody about her memoir, her book she's doing. And all of a sudden, it's great. Now, before it was all good. Okay, blah, blah, blah. He just sucked at it. Now, when it comes to the book, it's all great. And also, while she's, talking to whoever it is she's talking to about that, she wants to slide in somehow that Dee Dee's mom, they wanted to suggest she possibly was the same as Dee Dee and have Munchausen by proxy. They wanted to slide that in there. She even said that she wants to slip that in there and insinuate she does too to help push her narrative. Coinky dink. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all, this is Becca Scoops. She posted these on her YT. Go check her out. These are the emails from Into the Weeds podcast from their FOIAs they got. Thank you all. Pause to read these. I'm going to go over what I took from these. She's talking to an Italian guy in 2021, and she's getting to know him. She likes him. She's obsessed with him, actually. Finds him extremely attractive. Loves his beard, his washboard abs, the abdomen at the lower part. Whatever. So, but he's in a relationship. They're just in a funk. She appreciates his honesty, though, but she will not cross a line. She holds fidelity high. She's bluntly honest. What? What does that even mean? Anywho, yeah, she's no homewrecker, and she doesn't think highly of anybody that does do that. But you are that woman. You don't like cheaters, but you are. Oh, whatever. Um, so she goes on to explain the 50 Shades of Grey to him, and her past relationships were good starter relationships. What? Okay, whatever. But she tells him about her and Nick, and her and Nick had schmecks 3 times, and it sucked. Like he was just winging it all the time. Didn't know what to do, didn't know where to put it, nothing. It sucked. First time couldn't get up, second time couldn't get it up, third time still sucked. Just winging it. Remember that now because this is in February now. She says this. Well, it doesn't work out. And Gypsy, you said, you could continue to talk and get to know each other and flirt, but that's it because once feelings get involved and you're emotional about it, you can't share. You are crossing that line right there. That's an emotional affair. You're home wrecking just doing that. It is not okay to flirt and get to know somebody and then build it to a romantic level. The delusion. Ah, okay. So fast forward. We get to her memoir. Now, this is 2 months later. She's speaking to somebody about her memoirs. She speaks on Nick again. And the whole 50 Shades and explains that he's a dom and he's trained her to be a submissive. Um, really, that was the other way around, but whatever. We've seen that to be proven. It is what it is. Ken will say otherwise, so will Bree. But it's in black and white writing. There's no denying it. She says instead of him it still sucked, but the second time, he raped her. What? You didn't say that 2 months ago, Gypsy. You did not say that 2 months ago. You told him he just couldn't get it up. Now, also, I just want to say this is what Vivi TV
using
Unplugged
the
posted
phone in the
just
car like
before
a
Nick.
normal
So,
person would do. I'm gonna let you see the video.
Okay, baby. So right now, it is me, the shrew, and why I'm not filming me right now is because I'm too embarrassed of what I'm wearing.
okay, not before. I meant for Nick. She's doing the Demona and role playing again while her mother is in buying her a comic book. You can go to Viva TV Unplugged and watch it, or Toddy One Skip. They both have this on their channel. But my point is also in the memoir, Gypsy also wants to slide in somewhere in there, fit it into the memoir that her grandmother, Dee Dee's mom, was also just like Dee Dee and had Munchausen, she says. What? She wants to somehow fit that in. You do, Gypsy, because you want that to be the narrative to help push your story. Now, here's the biggest kicker of it all. Everything you've said in the memoir debunks everything you've spoke out of your own mouth in your emails, and that's not just from heightened emotions, Ken. This isn't a diary, Gypsy. This is what you said. This is what her actions, and this is all the way up until she actually is getting out of prison. She is the leak to TMZ. She planned meeting Taylor Swift, not just randomly running into her. The girl just never says the truth. The fact that she testified and was upset because she said she couldn't say he raped her. You couldn't because the DA wanted nothing to do with you. His lawyers used you for their help because it was the truth. Come on. So here's another little great tidbit of information. Gypsy was in jail. Jail, not prison yet, jail. In county jail. And she had schmecks with a roommate. Well, she got into it with one of her bunkmates, and this bunkmate, I guess, leaked it into a Facebook group or something, or threatened to, or the guard did that didn't like her. Imagine that a guard didn't like her. So her bunkmate told her to lie and say she was great. And she did. But she told the truth after she said she fixed it all. That is elite. What in... Do you not see the pattern? She's accused two people of rape. Now, she had just gotten into jail. She was so traumatized she could have schmecks. She is a sexual deviant. She's a sociopath, psychopath. You will never convince me otherwise. She manipulated unintentionally, she said, with Nick. No, you're manipulative. Every day, all day. Every single day. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.